I'd like to share with you a story about a little boy that attended our fall celebration last year. I was standing over by the pollinator bed answering questions for those folks that came by. And he came over and he was looking at all the butterflies that were flying around in the flowers. And so I started talking to him and asking him questions. Did he like butterflies? Oh yes, he loved butterflies. And so I said, well, let's look over here for a moment. And so he walked into the pollinator bed, and he was looking around, and he found a lizard. And he was so excited. So, of course, he started talking to his mom and dad, and he wanted them to come over and see the lizard. And they walked over, and, you know, they were looking. And so then he looked a little further, and there was a stick bug. They're brown, gray-brown stick bugs. They kind of remind me of praying mantis. So he was, again, so excited. Daddy, a stick bug. And he was thoroughly enjoying himself. So once he found the stick bug, you know, he was very curious, and he started looking around even more. And he found a tree frog. And it was on the underside of a leaf. I was surprised that he even noticed it, but he found it. And he was just over the moon with excitement about that tree frog. He was so happy. So, and that made me happy, because it's a lot of work to take care of the pollinator bed and have things blooming there for all the insects that come through. And we work really hard, you know, to have it looking nice, so that when visitors here at the Refuge come and look at the pollinator garden, we want them to be as happy as that little boy was while he was having his experience with the pollinator garden. And then from, I suppose, a more grown-up view, if you want to look at it that way, you can if you come here and you look at the pollinator garden and you think it's beautiful, well, then you can look at the plants. And you can go home and you can create your own pollinator garden based on the plants that you saw in our pollinator.